What's going on, guys? Mickle here, and in this video, we are jumping into one of the worst days the SEC has had in a very long time. We have some breaking news on the Ripple versus SEC legal battle. Ripple is giving the SEC legal team an absolute smackdown right now. It is not looking good for the SEC. Just today, Ripple legal team brought a new document to the table that essentially puts this entire case in question and really shows that the SEC had alternative motives when they brought this lawsuit into play. The Ripple legal team is doing an absolute stellar job in this case, and you're not going to believe what I'm going to show you in this document. Guys, we also had a very significant meeting today on Capitol Hill regarding the CFTC. It is becoming very obvious that a lot of different agencies in government are getting very sick of the SEC, and they are openly contradicting many things the SEC have said to this point. There's actually something said today in the CFTC meeting that I believe completely proves that XRP is a commodity or currency today and really rips apart the SEC's entire case. You guys are definitely going to want to stick around for that. I think it's pretty massive. Last of all, we have a statement from William Hinman himself, essentially telling us that Ripple did everything right. They followed the correct rules, but it didn't matter. His agency decided to go after them anyway. You guys are not going to believe this document. It shows what a joke, what a pay-to-play organization the SEC really is. It doesn't even matter if you follow the right rules with them. They'll come after you whether they feel like it or not. If you guys are new to the channel or come here all the time, please consider supporting the channel for free simply by subscribing down below or liking the video. It helps me out so much in the YouTube algorithm, and it's going to help more people like you see this video. If you guys don't have an Uphold account yet, make sure to use the link down in my description and sign up right now. With that said, though, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, we're going to start out with the newest filing in the Ripple SEC case, and honestly, it is looking bad for the SEC. It seems like every single day we are getting more and more evidence that XRP traded today is in no way going to be declared a security of Ripple. Make sure you guys stick around for this whole thing though, because honestly, the evidence just gets worse and worse for the SEC, and you guys won't believe what I'm going to show you at the end of the video. It actually blew my mind, and I've been digging up a lot of this stuff recently. So we're going to start out right here with this tweet by Jeremy Hogan, and he said the SEC argued that prior lawsuits against crypto companies provided fair notice to Ripple. However, half of the lawsuits did not involve sale of any digital asset at all, and the other half involved companies that held ICOs. Oh yeah, the first lawsuit wasn't until 2017. So what the SEC is saying here, and this is Ripple's filing, but Jeremy Hogan summarized it very well, the SEC is saying, look, Ripple should have known what they were doing was illegal because we filed all these different lawsuits, and Ripple should have been able to follow these lawsuits and realize what laws they should be following and what laws they might be breaking based on their current actions. But there are some serious flaws in the SEC's logic that really are just going to show you straight up that this agency is a joke right now. First of all, the SEC is suing Ripple for sales all the way back to 2017. The first lawsuit that they say Ripple should have used to provide guidance wasn't filed until 2017. So the SEC is telling Ripple that they should have used a lawsuit from 2017 and applied it to their sales in 2013. Does that make any sense to you? Of course not. The SEC literally has no idea what they're doing. They are just throwing random things at the court and hoping something sticks. Not only that though, but it actually gets worse. Almost half the cases the SEC brought and said that Ripple should have followed didn't even involve selling a cryptocurrency, which the entire Ripple case is centered around. So that means, despite the fact that all of these lawsuits came significantly after Ripple started selling XRP, so they couldn't have used any of these lawsuits anyway, but on top of that, half the evidence doesn't even apply to what Ripple was doing. And then on top of that, the other half of the evidence that did involve a token sale were all based around an ICO, which Ripple didn't do. So the SEC is saying Ripple should have used all this evidence that was provided 5 years too late and had nothing to do with Ripple. Do you understand how much of a joke this is? Ripple had no way of knowing what they were doing was not allowed by the SEC because the SEC straight up hadn't made the rules yet. The SEC had no idea what was allowed, and then they're trying to retroactively come back and say, oh, you shouldn't have done that, by the way, give us some money. It's a joke, and the only reason the SEC is able to get away with this is because they have not been given the guidelines on what they are allowed to regulate. They are on an absolute power trip right now and just running around doing whatever they want. I tweeted out too, and this was another funny line from the Ripple filing. I said SEC down bad. I honestly didn't even know what this meant, but it was pretty funny the way the Ripple lawyers said it. They said Ripple's position, the SEC is triply wrong. And then they go into essentially why one of the documents the SEC brought up didn't even apply to the case. I mean, it seems like pretty much everything the SEC has been putting forth for evidence has been a serious stretch. So it does not even, I do not even question the fact that Ripple is telling the truth here. And whatever the SEC brought up right here was probably completely irrelevant to the case. And we're likely hoping, like all their other evidence, the court would just blindly take it and just assume the SEC was telling the truth. This is why it's so important that we got the court and the judges we did, because they are fully calling out the SEC on all these absurd claims they're trying to make. And it's not only Ripple saying this is triply doesn't make any sense or whatever Ripple has said to dispute the SEC's claims, but multiple times now the court has come to the SEC and said your argument makes no sense. I think this goes a long way in proving to us XRP holders that we are going to be on the right side of this. And even though we're dealing with a lot of shenanigans now, it's only a matter of time until we're proven right. This next piece of evidence I'm showing you guys, honestly, this one I couldn't believe. This one made me a little mad just because it gets kind of annoying when you see stuff like this, but let's just jump right into it. So Director Hinman offered that token issuance should come after companies build out their infrastructure through traditional fundraising methods. If you create your network first and then offer the token, it could save you a headache down the road. So Bill Hinman describes to the market exactly what Ripple did and exactly the opposite of what Ethereum did. Ripple got money, built the blockchain, and then used a token on that blockchain for utility. Ethereum issued a token, used it to build the blockchain, which in his eyes is a security. So what does Bill Hinman do? Oh, obviously the logical thing, give the company who did everything wrong a free pass and then go after the agency who is doing everything right. It does not make any sense and shows that there are clear alternative motives on why this lawsuit was filed. It's either complete and utter corruption or the fact that this was all a stage, and the SEC is using this lawsuit, putting everything on the table and saying, court, sort this out because Congress isn't doing it. I pray that it is the second option and this is all a stage, because if this is really an agency that's supposed to be protecting us and is this deep in the corruption we're seeing, that just makes me scared for the future of this country. Let's keep moving though, and this was a tweet I put out today. Breaking CFTC hearing, SEC has stated today's Ethereum is a commodity. The SEC clearly guided the market with the Hinman speech. So up until this point, we only know of one instance of the SEC essentially going out and saying they do not consider Ethereum a security. It is more like a commodity. And the SEC now is trying to claim in this Ripple case that that was not official guidance and that was just Hinman's personal opinion. Well, you have the head of the CFTC today in a hearing essentially saying that this statement by the SEC was them admitting that they think Ethereum is a commodity and not a security. So this perfectly shows that it was way more than Hinman's personal opinion, even if he meant it to be or not. The market clearly took it as guidance, and if you have other regulatory agencies saying, yeah, this was proof that Ethereum is a commodity and not a security, then this is exactly what everyone else in the market was thinking. Obviously, everyone thought Ethereum was given a free pass because the SEC themselves said it was. So listen to this clip, and then I'm going to show you why this is a huge problem for the SEC in the current Ripple case.
Thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of digital assets and cryptocurrencies, so I wouldn't want to identify them collectively. There are certainly a large number of coins that are commodities, including two of the biggest, which are Bitcoin and Ether. But given the vast number, there's no doubt in my mind there are also security coins.
So he says right here that given what the SEC has said, Bitcoin and Ethereum are likely not securities and considered commodities going forth. Well, what's the biggest problem for this? Well, the SEC has repeatedly said that they do not believe Ethereum, they haven't really commented on Bitcoin. I think they know they're too deep on that one, but they've repeatedly said that the agency has not released a statement on Ethereum and that everything said about it was only Hinman's personal opinion. Well, Eleanor Terria points out, then why did they let all these agencies go forth and talk about it like the SEC had said Ethereum was a commodity without correcting them? Well, I tweeted out because the SEC knows that it declared Ethereum a non-security. They are simply lying because it hurts them in the Ripple case. They know if ETH is not a security, then there's virtually no valid explanation on why XRP should be. And it comes back to this chart right here, and this is where we are in the current case. This has to do with the Ethereum free pass speech. One option is the SEC to say it was William Hinman's personal opinion. The other option was to say it was SEC guided. The SEC was terrified to say it was SEC guided because if they gave Ethereum a free pass speech, then there was no way XRP also shouldn't get that same pass speech because based on everything the SEC has said themselves, XRP is more of a commodity than Ethereum. So if Ethereum's a commodity, XRP is a commodity. This is an auto lose for the SEC, so they do not want it to go here. What was their other choice? Say it was Hinman's personal opinion. Well, what's the problem with that? Well, Hinman had a lot of corruption going on. So if it is his personal opinion, then Ripple is going to be entitled to docs relating to how Ethereum got a free pass, because if it was William Hinman's personal opinion, Ripple deserves to know why William Hinman was running around screaming his personal opinion on national television saying that Ethereum would be given a free pass. So what did the SEC try to do? They tried to say it was William Hinman's personal opinion because that buys them time, and then try to figure out some way to not hand over the docs because they know if they hand over the docs, they also automatically lose. But if you zoom out and take a look at where we are, I do not think the SEC is going to get away with this. It is looking really bad for them right now, and we actually have other agencies now at like the CFTC, and I don't think this was done on accident. I think they're obviously contradicting what the SEC is saying. They're essentially telling the SEC, get back in your lane. You know you said these things in the past. You know these coins are not commodities. They don't even meet your own definition of what a security is, outlined by decades of securities laws at your own agency. So stop trying to pull this. It's game over. We're coming into this market too. You will have your place, but your place is not going to be the entire crypto market. Guys, with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this update. If you're still watching right now, make sure you like and subscribe. It means so much to me and it's going to help me grow my channel. With that said, guys, thank you for coming. And for now, Mickle out.